Hello, DJ Sam here for another video. It's this time again, another gig vlog. This is the Halloween one. Unfortunately, I had an incident over the weekend where I fell backwards and almost broke my wrist. And I'm back, so I can't be lifting anything heavy, otherwise I'll put strain on the back and I'll put strain on the wrist. I'm getting better, but I'm not fully recovered. I'm still on morphine. I've not had any morphine for about 24 hours. I try to lie off it, but it's very painful at night, so I'll be back on the morphine. However, there's good news. I did fix the Pro Sunlight, and I'll go and show you how I fixed it and what the problem was. So yeah, hopefully this one's going to be an interesting one. I can take my wrist off and show you, because I've got to exercise it periodically. It's quite badly. It has gotten better, the bruising, but I can't even bend properly, but as you can, it's hard to see on camera there, but I've definitely all bruised up. It's awful, I know. I can't do it, so I've got to do that and do that. This is what I'm doing. I've not been told to do this bit here, but I do it to support the joint. I do that every periodically. I've been given this, and I've just got to gently do it. I stopped taking the painkiller because I wanted to go to the toilet. It gives you constipation when you take morphine, but unfortunately it's too painful to not take it. So let me show you the disco light and then we'll take it from there. Switch it on and both lights shall appear on. They both should be synchronized. And it shall come on. So that one comes on. No, this one hasn't come on. This is the one that has a problem, and I'm going to show you how to fix it. Now, obviously, I can't do any lifting. Okay, so the reason why it's not coming on is because the lamp holder inside of here, and this is what happens now. You just need to take this out. Okay, it's this bit here. This is rubberized. It's okay to touch. This wire here gets a little bit sort of stuck, and basically not stuck, but like the wire. It's hard for me to bend down. But you see, it's on now. So it's the wire inside of it is not quite touching the top, and it's because every time you pull the bulb out of it, that can happen, and that's why it stopped working. But as you can see, it's all okay, and it works absolutely fine. There is a few niggles. It'll go tunk, 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 tunk. Ah, that's bright. And that's the sign of God knows what. But the lights are working now, that's good. So the equipment I'll be taking a laptop, 2 RCF speakers. I'll bring this one in here. I think that's got the extension leads in, and that one's got kettle leads in, I believe, or it might be the other way around. And then I'll be taking like these are like LED lights. We've got a smoke machine, I'll be taking that, the mixer, the 2 lights. So we're all ready for the disco. This is just an uncopyrighted list. Everything seems to be good to go. This should be doing its thing.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light
since I did the gig vlog, as I was in a lot of pain afterwards and I needed to rest my arm. I'll show you it's getting better. As you can probably see, that's a huge improvement. Still bruised, but it's getting better every day. They said it was the best disco I've ever done. They say that every single time. All the lights worked as they should. Everything was just great, and it looked pretty good. And I was really happy with the outcome of the disco. However, the T-bar broke because Julia tightened it too much, and then the thread broke. So we had to take off one of the bottom ones, put it on the top. Anyways, it worked out, but I've decided to convert a speaker stand into a T-bar because I got one from a nightclub a year ago, and it's a very strong ridge one, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. And then I bought some disco lights as well, but I'm just going to mention a few tips if you want to buy some disco equipment, older stuff. So yeah. So this is the speaker stand that I've got. This is an odd one I got for free, and I'm converting it into a T-bar. It's very strong and rigid, and it can go up to a silly height, up to that beam up there. It can go up there, which is a bit silly really, but I'll show you the thing. So it's got a kink in it, so I can just put a bolt through that and it'll happily sit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of rubber or something like that, like a tube, and then put it through the tube, then put it inside out, and then I might just glue it on there and just put it inside out, and then at least then when it goes in, it's got a snug fit. Screw goes in, tighten up, sorted, and that's a T-bar. How easy is that? And these other like T-bars you get, they're so flimsy, and that is going to work so well. And I'm just so hyped about the idea of it all, because it's so like because it's so heavy, it's not going anywhere. You know, it's really good. So yeah. So these are the disco lights. There's good news and there's bad news. I'll tell you the good news. This one, the bulbs are really cheap, and they've got a great life expectancy. So the bulbs are around £6, and I managed to get 3 old stock ones that's got a 2,000 hour life expectancy, which is 6,000 hours for £2. That is great for the price. And this runs a 300 watt lamp, and it's 130 volts. I was told that 140 volts with a 400 watt bulb is okay to do, because the original owner had a 400 watt bulb in, and the 400 watt bulbs are cheap. You can get 10 of them from China for a price of £6. They just says long lasting. It doesn't give you an exact, but the ones I've got a 2,000 hour life expectancy. And there's a shop where in my town, Hexham, called Wardorf's, and they sell these for £4.99 with a 2,000 hour life expectancy. That is great. I'm happy about that. This one's the bad news. This one is a capsule projection lamp, so you're only gonna get a 50 hour. I mean, it's not bad, but really it's like 50 hours is not a lot, and it's about the same price as what I paid for 3 old stock bulbs. You can spend £6.99 and get 2 of them. That's only going to give you 100 hours. So really, it's not worth buying these if you're just wanting just a cheap lookalike. Like, you might as well just buy the LEDs. You can get, I think it's a Fix Lab, and it's like that but smaller, and they do LEDs for them, and they're only about, I think it's about £6, and they've got a 20,000 hour life expectancy, and they're great, because it's just like that but it's black, and it does a similar thing. So you're better off going LED, really, because you can get the LED capsules for them as well, for that as well, which I need to look into actually, because the capsules might work in this one. I'll need to look into it a little bit further, because I might be able to put an LED in this, but I'm not really ventured too much. I did find when I was looking, you can get a 3-watt LED, which is 30 watt in bulb, and they were for like shelf fixtures and stuff like that. But I think the voltage in that was a little bit different, so it might not work. So I'm doing a video on this tonight. I'm going to wait till it goes dark. I'm going to film it on that wall, and there'll be a video up for this one. This one hasn't actually been done on YouTube. I think it's called a BR Systems, and there's another type of light, but this one's actually I think it's just, I don't know whether it's a generic, but a guy did put on what it was. But I think it could be a generic one, this actually. But it says Splashlight 2, but yeah, there's different brands and different makers that do the exact same light. So yeah, so I hope you look forward to seeing that. That's going to be it for this video. I'm sorry it's taken a while for me to get around to doing this. It's because I've been in a lot of pain, and I've been trying to, you know, not take painkillers and stuff like that. But anyways, I'm going to let you go here. Cheers for watching. Like and subscribe. Cheers. Thanks. Bye-bye.